Hey guys, so disclaimer before we start. If you're the kind of person who doesn't like these kinds of videos, don't fucking watch them. There are plenty other YouTubers out there with better content than mine that you can go watch. Second, no one here is making fun of Nikocado or Nick. Uh, every time I make one of these videos about him, I talk about how if he doesn't stop, he's going to fucking die. So for this video that he did right here, cheesy Alfredo Church's fried chicken, I'm making fun of the guy so much that I sat here painstakingly and did the calorie count of every single individual. Every time I had to look up the calorie and put that into the calculator. He puts out another piece, put that into. So I'm making fun of him so much that I'm sitting here calculating the calories, and just the chicken alone, 3,000 calories for the chicken alone. And then he's got like the sweet corn nuggets, or I've never been to Church's, but that's what they look like. Sweet corn nuggets. He's got the Alfredo sauce, which it says about 7 servings. He looks like he put about half of it. So that comes to about 280 calories, 280 calories. And I also know he has the macaroni and cheese, so that's 210. So just in this meal, almost 4,000 calories. And that's just for this meal. Again, he records multiple episodes, seems, a day. So that means he's doing this several times. And again, no one is making fun of him. I have said numerous fucking times. And if anyone's too dumb to comprehend that, it seems like it's your problem, not mine. I've said numerous times, I do not want to wake up one day to see an article written about this guy and says that he fucking passed in his sleep due to heart attack, or having passed due to heart complications or anything like that. I do not want to see him die at a young age because of something he can easily stop. So if you think that's making fun of him, then you're fucking stupid. And yes, that goes for people who watch me regularly. I don't fucking care. If you think I'm making fun of the guy, you're fucking stupid. I have said numerous times I don't want anything to happen to him. And then I keep fucking doing videos like this in hopes that somehow it reaches him and that people's collective comments finally cause something in him to just snap and say, you know what, I don't want to fucking do this anymore. So if you want to think we're making fun of him, there might be some YouTubers who are making fun of him. I'm trying to keep the guy alive. Okay, so if you're watching me and you think we're making fun of him, just stop fucking watching me then, because you clearly don't know what's going on. So 3,500 calories, almost 500 calories just for this one meal. And again, he makes, I think, several a day. Let's see, one day ago he had just had Dairy Queen. What was it? It all looks like it's a burger, huge thing of fries, and then cheese poppers. Hang on, let me do the things for this, because I'm guessing I don't go to Dairy Queen. I don't have a Church's chicken here, so these are ones I actually have to look up. So just judging by that, it looks like it's cheese, so that might be like cheese poppers or something. Let me calculate this. So this was a day ago at this point it's May 5th. This was May 3rd. And remember, these are the amount of calories he's eating sometimes is several days worth. So, and he's not working out. So it just sits there. But I'm going to calculate all this. I mean, it seems like it's a lot easier to calculate. So, but just for the one we just saw, almost 4,000 calories. So let me do the calculations and I'll be back. All right, so they're cheese curds apparently. He had like 4 of those. He had like, however, like a few things of French fries. I just lowballed everything as regular. He has a thing of onion rings right there. It looked like I think this is just a double burger with cheese. He also somewhere, it's not up here, but he's got down here you can see he's got 2 things of hot dogs. That's 6 hot dogs. So I had to put that in. So just for this meal, 5,000 calories. That's almost more than double the normal intake for a regular human. And he's doing it in one sitting. I know sometimes, depending on whether he's talking or not, sometimes he won't get through it all, but you know he's not going to let it sit there. You know, stuff like that doesn't last very long. Unless it's McDonald's fries, and that shit lasts forever. So, you can bet after he makes this video, he'll be probably eating this toot sweet, you know, real fucking quick, because it's not going to last long. So 5,000 calories just for this. And then he doesn't do anything. You know, the videos we see where he's like waddling around, that's not doing anything. You know, that's not doing anything. He needs to actually work out. Again, you're fat, I hear you say, for someone who's brand new and doesn't know who I am. Yeah, I know I'm fat, but I also have a job working in a factory. I get there, and within a few minutes, because of the amount of pushing, pulling, tugging, dragging, lifting I do, within a few minutes, sweat dripping into my fucking eyes, especially lately since that factory's like 100 fucking degrees. And then when I get home, I still walk around because I'm going down to Dollar General all the fucking time. So I get my workout in. I may not be in the gym, you know, pumping weights and all that, but I do stay active. Nick just does Nick things. He doesn't work. This is his job. For people who don't know, who are probably most likely new, he's apparently had cracked ribs. He apparently has a broken heel spur. I think he said he had some kind of diabetic attack or small heart attack. Don't know how much that is true. He has to use a CPAP machine, which helps you breathe at night to make sure your heart doesn't stop. So he's not exactly in a great place. But he continues to eat because of YouTube and that sweet money he gets. And he continues to go along with it because whatever reason. I mean, I understand money is the root of all evil, and I understand that money is very, very enticing. But at some point, you have to stop, look at yourself in the mirror, compare yourself to just a year or two ago, and say, wow, my life physically is going downhill. I feel like shit all the time. I look like shit. I've got people who are worried about my health because they see all this shit happening to me. Money isn't worth it anymore. I think I'm going to change my direction here. Change up the videos. Instead of doing all this junk food, we can still do a mukbang, but have maybe like a salad in front of me instead. It doesn't have to be a shitload of food because he ends up talking most of the time anyway. So if he has a small little salad and maybe a fruit smoothie or juice or whatever. I mean, because this video you watch, and, you know, he eats a little bit of it, but then, like, at some point, he just pushes it all to the side, and just, like, he just starts talking. So, why can't he sit there with a little thing of salad, or some, you know, grilled chicken, or something healthy? Why can't he do that? Because he can't profit off of it. I mean, he could. He has the shirts, it's just water weight, and just like that, he can easily profit off of losing weight. There's no reason why he couldn't. But for some reason, this character that he's made, he seems to want to stick with being fat. Now, some people think this is going to be like some super duper twist where he's going to get really fat and then lose it all. People say, oh, he's just wearing a fat suit, which we know for a fact he's not. Some people say he's trying to get on like my 600-pound life. All just theories. A film theory. But whatever the act may be, as I've said before, it's causing real damage to his body. It's kind of like wrestling. Yeah, they're grown men who dance around and put on an act with story, but the damage that they do to their bodies is very real. Yes, things are padded, or the ring is cushioned enough to where they don't shatter their bodies when they smack into it. But they do get broken ribs, they do break their necks, they do break their backs, they do break their kneecaps, and this and that. I mean, if I remember, Shane McMahon, back in the day, he was up at the very top on I think it was like the fist of for SmackDown, and he fucking jumped off that thing. That thing was 50 feet in the fucking air, and he just fucking jumps off the damn thing. You don't think there's not going to be any kind of damage done to him when he hits the fucking floor? So it's like wrestling. It may be an act, and people might be, oh, you're gonna take the loss tonight, but the damage done to their bodies is very real. This guy is causing very real damage to his body, just for an act, just for a character. And then you throw, some drama llama with Orlin. I'm breaking up with him. He cheated on me, and the Orlin cheated. It's fucking clickbait. I think they're kind of like doing an eating type thing, and Orlin cheated in it. So that's what he means by Orlin cheated. But you have something like that where it shows almost right there, almost like domestic abuse. You see Orlin constantly throwing stuff at him. And even if it is just an act, even if they are completely happy, I mean, it's still kind of showing a very unhealthy relationship, and that's what they want to portray. They want to portray a character who is very unhealthy, portray a character that doesn't want to take responsibility for their own weight. They want to blame it on everything else. They want to portray a character that's in a very unhealthy relationship, a toxic relationship with someone else. This is what they're going for. This is what they think people want to see. And, if you read the comments, a lot of them is. A lot of the comments are that they want to see it because they're just a bunch of stupid kids. Kids don't care what happens to anyone else as long as they're entertained. This guy could fucking be in a hospital, and these kids would say, so when are you releasing your next video? We know they don't give a shit. And then there are some adults who are the same way. They don't give a shit as long as the adult watching is the one entertained. Like I said, this guy could be, in a fucking hospital, and the guy will be like, well, if you don't fucking release a new video, I'm gonna unsubscribe. Okay, unsubscribe then. It's pretty bad when you put someone else's health aside just for your entertainment. But this is the empire that he's building. An empire, founded on a character who excessively eats, who has a terrible temper, who cries constantly, who apparently shits himself all the fucking time, who has a toxic relationship with his boyfriend, where they break up, and the next month they're back together, and then they break up again, and then they're back together, and then one of them cheats on the other, and then, oh god, they're not going to talk for another month and a half, and oh, they're suddenly back together. This is how he's going to be remembered. He's not going to be remembered as the brilliant violinist who can make some of the most amazing sounds with a violin I've ever heard. He's not going to be remembered as the person he is. This is how he's going to be remembered. This is his legacy right here. When people say, hey, you remember Nikocado Avocado? Oh, you mean that fat guy who killed himself eating? Because that's what's going to happen. He's going to eat so much, he's going to fucking die. And again, if you think that I'm sitting here making fun of the guy, then you're stupid. Don't fucking watch my videos. You're clearly not mentally capable of comprehending that I'm not making fun of him. Will I poke jabs at him? Sure. But I don't hate him. I don't want him to fucking die because I think he's too young for that. Which is why I've said why I keep making these videos despite that everyone's saying that, oh, there's no point, it's up to him. I don't care. Because there's a lot of people who've said, oh yeah, I've never heard of Nikocado before, but you know, you introduced me to him and I see him and I don't want to end up like that, so I've changed my lifestyle. Even if I don't get through to Nick, just knowing that there are people who are watching my video and say, yeah, I've never seen the guy, but after what you showed me and everything, I'm going to change my lifestyle and make it better. I'm helping someone not become helping someone avoid that kind of lifestyle. And for me, I consider that a win in my book. If I can prevent people from thinking this is okay, because again, I've said this before in other videos, young people are impressionable. They're going to see this and think this is okay. I brought up Eugenia Cooney several times talking about this. How girls look at her and think, oh my God, look at all the attention she's getting. I'm going to do the same thing. And then the one video I made about her, a person responded saying, yeah, when I was a little kid, I looked up to her and I watched her all the time and I tried to do what she was doing. And I made myself sick. I didn't like it, so I stopped. Kids are impressionable. You don't want them ending up like Eugenia Cooney and being super, super thin. And you don't want them being like Nick, who eat excessively, thinking that it's going to cause them, somehow gain them fame. So if I'm able to help someone, even just one fucking person, it's more than worth it. But this is what he's going to be remembered for. Unless he comes out and says, you know what, I'm done. This is how he's going to be remembered. As the fat guy on YouTube who was just drama incarnate, who was in a toxic relationship, and who ate himself to death. So you might see no point in me making these videos. You might think that, oh, you're just making fun of him. $5,000 calories in one meal. 5,000 calories in one meal. I didn't sit here and calculate all the fucking shit he's eating as making fun of him. I haven't said repeatedly that I don't want to see him die. It's to make fun of him. But hey, sometimes you can't convince people online. I'm going to upload on that one, really. Nope. Yeah. And then he's got this one, like like I said before. This is what you want your legacy to be. So not only are you creating like this negative legacy for yourself, you're also slowly killing yourself in the process. I don't see a win here for him. Yeah, he has money. Great for him. But money doesn't give a shit about your health. Okay, it doesn't. I mean, it could make him healthier if he used it the right way, like surgery or hired a personal trainer or something like that. Yeah, it could make him healthier. But if he's using it for all the wrong reasons, it's not going to make a bit of difference. That money doesn't care if he's fat, thin, tall, small. It doesn't care because Nick is using it for all the wrong reasons. He could easily change his life, but he doesn't. And also, for people wondering, yes, that is a cane back there. I was laying on the bed and I had a itch right in the back of right in the middle of my back, so I had to get it with that. Unfortunately, my arms just aren't that flexible anymore, so I had to use the cane. Well, why do you have a cane, John? Well, because I'm in pain all the time, and sometimes, it's just hard to walk. I'm limping around all the time because both my legs are torn. But yet, I still work in a factory. I'm still walking around all the fucking time. But point being, he needs to stop. He needs to stop and find another way of making money that isn't going to be so self-destructive. I don't think people care about what he eats. People just want to see him sit there and eat something. As I said, a salad, grilled chicken, plain rice, something healthy. Fucking chicken wrap. Chicken wrap with some lettuce, and, grilled tortilla and all that. Something healthy. We don't care what he eats. They just want to listen to him talk and watch him eat. He could eat anything, but yet he chooses this. Anyways, that's gonna do it for me. My mouth's all fucking dry and shit now. You know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.